I'm pumped because, Veronica is like high level. She's the leader of the team. These guys are in the trenches. We're about to get the dirty laundry here. We're about to get the deep secrets. We're about to unpack how the Figueroa team sold 2,100 plus homes, and a ton of those were on listings. Who wants to do that? Yeah, so let's bring here Cedric Johnson and Lissette Sanchez. Come on, guys. Woo!
Thank you for that introduction.
Absolutely. Let me make sure that's on. All right, guys. So you're like, man, how did I end up in this stage with all these amazing people? And
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here with us today. And it's time to open the books. Tell us all the secrets of everything that's happening behind the Figueroa team. Everything Veronica hasn't told us, like, it's time to get it. It's time to get it out.
Book, right? Just
no,
all the beans.
All kidding aside, so let's introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about what you do and your journey in real estate.
Yeah, so my name is Cedric. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate the opportunity. I'm a senior listing specialist on the Figueroa team. Obviously, I'm actually been in this industry for a few years. Unlike some of our experts that we just saw on the panel. But, all of us in this room have been through a lot in the last 2 years. I think, pre-pandemic, things were a lot different. And we've had to, as listing agents especially, we've had to adjust, right, to the client's needs in today's world, right? The needs of the client are different today than they were pre-pandemic, like I said before, right? So we've been able to adapt to that and address those needs and provide solutions. Let me just leave it there before we move on, but I'll let you kind of go in and then we'll
Hello?
go into detail.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay,
Lissette.
what's the question?
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I've been in business for 8 years. I actually know Gil for the longest. Where's Gil? I am a listing agent. The market has changed. However, I'm so busy that right now I'm like, okay, I'm timing this. After this, I have to fly to my client's house. So instead of the opposite, I think when maybe 2020, when the epidemic just hit and everybody was hiding or staying at home, I was going to listing appointments and my husband was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm real busy. He's like, you're supposed to stay home. No one's selling their house. Mm-hmm. But sure enough, I was and I'm still busy.
Yeah, same here.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so you guys are super busy. And, we want to know how that happens, okay? So ultimately, you are in that role because you perform. You guys are listing experts. So tell us a little bit, how does the process work, you know?
So earlier you said, we're going to talk about some secrets, some things that we do on the team. So I'm going to spill the beans to you guys. Just keep this in the room, okay? Let me start by asking you guys a question, though. How many of you in here, listing agents, buyer's agents, or listing agents, how many of you have had a listing appointment snatched by Opendoor, OfferPad, or maybe Zillow previously? Just one?
Come on, there's got to be more than that.
Right? So what we've seen, and yeah, that's happened to a lot of us. Let's just be honest. Even if you don't want to admit it, it's okay. What we've seen is that the buyer has developed new needs because of the pandemic, right? Some buyers don't want to be, they don't want to have people in their house, showings. They just want a quick cash deal, right? They may be afraid of contact with other people, or they just want the convenience of a cash offer or a cash deal, right? So something that we've done on the Figueroa team is what we've done is we've composed a team of agents within the team. We like to think of ourselves as like the Navy SEALs of the Figueroa team, just because of how precision we are with what we do. And we've composed a team of dedicated agents that have the ability to offer cash offers to our clients. So it's something unique to the listing side. And what our goal is to provide solutions to our clients, right? We want to be we want problem solvers, right? That's our goal. And not only just to provide solutions to our client, but to discover what their needs are and to be able to adapt to the client's needs. And how we do that, first off, we have an exclusive partnership with REALTY.com, right, where we receive clients who are looking for cash offers, okay? And they haven't explored those other channels that are out there. They're looking for cash offers. We get them on the phone, and we do something that we call like an upfront contract. It's not a contract, it's just a term that we use where we let the client know how this call is gonna go, right? Where we explain to them, you know, the goal of this call is a discovery call, and it's just that. Oh, sorry about that. It's just that. And our goal, our purpose on this initial call, and what reason why we do that upfront contract, is to avoid clients like getting on the phone, like, what's your number? Give me, you know, tell me what you want to give us for that, you know, like to prevent that from happening, we tell the client up front, like, hey, what our goal is to find out as much information as possible, right, from you as far as what you're needing to happen going forward. It's going to set you up for success. What is it that you're looking for? And as much information about the property as possible as well. And then we'll take that information, right, we'll go back to our team of other buyers, and we're able to connect the right buyer that fits the needs of the client, if that makes any sense, okay? And we utilize a strategy called the 4 pillars during those phone calls. We keep it simple. We don't have a script, right? I know a lot of listing agents out there, we have scripts that you guys follow that, you know, we used to follow a lot, right? That help us get those listings or help us get those deals. We don't really have a script. We really just kind of focus in on 4 pillars. 1, the condition of the property. It's pretty basic. The timeline, what the client is looking for, what they're needing, when they're wanting to close. You know, the price point, how much that client is wanting to net from the deal, what they want to walk away with after all the dust settles, right? And the motivation. Sometimes there's pain there. Sometimes they're just wanting to capitalize on the equity and the opportunity out there that exists. But it's important for us to navigate those 4 pillars. We kind of navigate them like a 4-lane highway. We just kind of swerve in and out, right? But one of the key things on that call is, while we're asking those key questions and we're discovering those 4 pillars, is to listen. Listening is huge, right? Because you could ask one question and the client can give you a load of answers, and you can go down those avenues and explore and dig in a little bit deeper. And that's our goal, is to dig a little bit deeper into what the client is looking for and what they really need. Because a lot of times the client doesn't even know what they want and what they need doesn't really match up. You guys ever had that happen before? Yeah. We find that all the time. And I know you guys have heard this saying, right? Buyers are liars, sellers are worse. Sellers are way worse, okay? That's an understatement. And many sellers aren't gonna tell you their whole situation surface level, right? But when you come at them from that angle of support, right, you're coming up with solutions, you're solving problems, you're connecting the solution with their needs. You build a level of trust. Just on that one discovery call, we're able to build a level of trust between the client. And I'll tell you right now, when a client, you know, someone else was talking about this earlier, that buys into you and they trust you, the door is open, it's wide open. And that makes what you do a lot easier, and you provide that relationship and that bond with that client, even on that discovery call, that initial call. And like I said, you know, this is something unique that we have done it's new. It's something that we started last year during the fall, just to be creative. In real estate, as the times change, as the challenges change, you have to adapt to that. You've got to be innovative. You've got to continuously reinvent yourself. I like this saying, you know, whatever made me successful yesterday isn't going to make me successful today. Yep. And so with the Figueroa team, we're always just trying to find out, you know, how can we put ourselves in front of the client? How can we get ourselves in that position to where we can capitalize on those opportunities and capitalize on that business, because a lot of business is being driven towards these other iBuyers, right? And I think a lot of us know that. And we're able to do that with the team that we've put together.
Amazing, amazing, very innovative, and obviously, guys, we can all do that, just so you know, and I'll tell you in a little bit how, but this is something that you can actually implement for yourself, like right now, today. You could live here with that program, implement it, okay? So Lissette, tell me a little bit about, your experience in this role.
So unlike my friend here, everything is the opposite. I lead generate, I door knock, and people don't go on my website, they don't know about me. The majority of the people that do hire me, when they hire me and I ask them for feedback, they say, you know why we hired you? Because you wouldn't take no for an answer. And just like the guy that was up here, I think Alex, I do think outside the box. I do what everybody else does not want to do. Nobody wants to go door knocking. My friends always say, oh my God, girl, it's so hot. Well, guess what? I'm that girl that people call me 3 months later and they'll sit there and they'll tell me, hey, my name is blah, 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 I want to sell my house. And I'll look at my phone and say, this got to be a joke. And then they'll tell me, you were door knocking the other day. And so then right away that turns into a listing, which is great for me. I also call every single day. Every day I spend about 4 hours prospecting, and the calls are not pleasant. It's not like, hi, hello, you want to buy a house or you want to sell your house. It's more like, do you know what time it is? Or they'll hang up on me, or they'll tell me, stop fucking calling, whatever, they're not happy, but I don't give up. I lead generate every single day for about 4 hours, and has that brought me any value? Well, I sold 18 million last year, and I just lead generate. That's all I do. I don't do Zillow or Realtors.com or any of that. Another thing that I do that nobody else wants to do is I stay on top of my clients. It is so important to follow up. It's easy for us to talk to someone today here in this room, meet someone, and they might say, I'm thinking about selling. Then you exchange numbers. Then guess what? You don't follow up. I follow up, where I make it my business that, they tell me, yeah, I know who you are. You're the girl that I met, and they'll describe me. You were wearing this or you were wearing that. And perfect example, last year, I sold a house to this lady in Nona Crest. She sold it for $600, bought a house for $700,000. And for the past 4 years, we were keeping in touch. Every single month, I will call her, and she would tell me, I'm not ready. I mean, by the time we were done with the transaction, I felt like she was family, and we were family. And she did tell me, you know why we're gonna, she did, and she also sent me some referrals. And one of the things that she said was, nobody follows up. You know how many realtors live in my community, and their friends, their neighbors, nobody follows up. So I would say for all those people that are new, do follow up. It does make a difference. For the girls out there, get a lender, go door knocking. Nobody does door knocking. You have no idea how many people are, putting their flowers or taking the kids to school, and they'll tell me, the neighbors know everything. So they'll sit there and say, we're not selling, but the people over there are getting divorced. Or we're not selling, but the people over there, we heard that they want to sell. I've got so many listings. Right now I have a property that probably got like 25 offers. And the neighbors across the street from them, they don't like them, right? I guess they don't like each other. The neighbor was the one that was telling me, you should go door knock the house across the street. It'll be awesome if they sell. And guess what? I never said anything. I door knocked it, and they said we were thinking about selling. Now that I know them and they're my clients, they don't like each other. And I can never tell the client, they told me to door knock your house. So door knock, don't be scared of door knocking. If you're new to this industry, door knock, lead generate. But be consistent. You're not gonna get results in 30 days. It's not gonna happen overnight. This is something that you gotta have a heart, and you have to have passion. Call and call and call. And for me, biggest advice to anyone that is new that I wish someone would have said to me from like day one, be consistent. Stay on top of your clients, build relationship, because if people trust you, guess what? They're gonna do business with you. And there's 1,001 realtors. I farm my community, and I don't care what anybody says. My neighbor across the street, he's a realtor, and when I first bought the house 4 years ago, I said to myself, I'm embarrassed of farming because there might be other realtors here. And I don't know, I said to myself, since when do I think like that? Why am I scared? So I I did those handwriting notes, and I sent it to all my neighbors. I've been there 4 years, and on my block, I probably sold 4 homes. That's like a home a year. And within my community, I probably sold 8 homes. And when I go to the deli, people say, "You're the realtor?" And I feel so good. I feel like a celebrity. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the realtor." So be part of your association. Listings are hard to get for those that don't think outside the box. And it's all about building a relationship, because people do, I always see it like this. If a hairdresser can call me and say, "Do you want to do your hair Thursday? I'll come to your house," I'll be the happiest woman in the world, because I'm so busy. So think about it as that. There's people that have 2 jobs, people that don't have time for themselves, and think about how good it'll feel to call someone and say, "Hey, your property has grown in value. Are you thinking of selling?" That's a conversation that they're probably saying, I wish come to that happens to me all the time. How much? And then it starts like that, and the next thing you know, I'm selling their house. So build relationship, do door knock, do lead generate. Yeah. That works.
Amazing.
I love it.
Listen, guys, I mean, they are absolutely like Navy SEALs. You see the intensity, the focus is like, amazing. So think about that. Like the thread that you've seen from everybody that's been here on the stage is that they put in the work. Yeah. Nothing was given to them. They're putting in the work to get to where they want to go. They have a vision, they have a focus. I'll tell you, I've been getting a house in Kissimmee ready for sale for like 4 months. And, I've been out there with, pressure washing and moving trucks and this, and nobody has come to me and said even hi.
What's your address?
I know, right? And, I was thinking about it. So I was like, man, this community needs some realtors. Like, if I see this much movement in a property, I'm going to go and say something. I'm going to go door knock and find out, what they're up to. Because, sure enough, we are going to sell the home. So door knocking absolutely worked. And, the innovative way that you guys are doing cash offers absolutely works. And, who here is with EXP? All right, a big chunk of the room. So obviously we have express offers in EXP, and we could make a guaranteed cash offer with express offers at least to lead generate, right? So implementing that, it can be super powerful for you guys based on these strategies. Go ahead, Cedric.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to harp in there. And if any of you guys are with that program that Claus is talking about, and you're interested in how we do things, I'm more than happy to invite you to one of our listing partner meetings that we have every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. You guys just talked about it. It's a lot of hard work, guys. I know what I said sounds sexy, but please believe when I go home, this jacket comes off, this shirt comes off, and I'm on the phone dialing all day, okay? My team members are dialing all day. I got some guys that call between 50 to 100 people a day, and they're having conversations just all the time. It's a lot of work. She talked about the follow-up, okay? Just because you call somebody today, you call somebody tomorrow, and they don't pick up, keep calling, keep following up. You call at one time at maybe 9 a.m., maybe in the morning time, they didn't answer. Maybe they're at work. You call the second time, maybe in the afternoon. Maybe they're at work. You call at night. You call at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Leave a text, send an email. You'd be surprised when you're relentless with the follow-up. And I don't mean relentless like you're just like up their ass all the time, right? But when you set yourself up with a follow-up strategy, you'd be surprised that eventually you get through. I mean, a lot of the deals that we do, these are clients that we've gotten from October that are just now coming through, clients that we've nurtured. And so sometimes, like you said, this doesn't happen overnight, right? These things take time, but you have to continue to work hard. You have to continue to follow up, and the deals will catch up with your actions, right? But going back to what I was saying, for anybody in the crowd that wants a little bit more insight, right, a little bit more eyes into the secrets that we have going on in the Figueroa team, you're more than welcome to join our meetings. And look, we don't just do this daily; we practice daily as well. I heard somebody talk about this previously, role play. Guess what, guys? We role play every day, okay? Every Sunday night, I set up a team, I pair our agents together, and we role play. Our expectation is to role play at least 15 to 30 minutes per day, okay? And that can be, you know, we could role play any situation or any scenario. But the reason why we do that is because no two phone conversations are the same. No two situations or scenarios are going to be the same. Almost every call that you have is kind of like a random call where this client needs this client is going through that, this owner is doing. So when you role play, you help build that confidence, right? You help put yourself in a position to succeed and provide those solutions to the client. And you get comfortable. You get comfortable with handling objections. And we work on that together as a team. So I highly recommend for all the agents in the room, if any of you guys are on a team together or you just partner up together, you role play daily if this is something that you're serious about being successful at. And we don't just role play, we actually have call reviews nightly. So from 8 to 10, and I'll open the doors to you guys as well for that. If anybody's interested, just leave me with your business card and I'll send you guys an invite so that you can kind of see and learn from those experiences as well. And the reason why we role play is because we want to make mistakes with each other. We don't want to make mistakes on those calls. We want to do that with each other. But it's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. It's kind of why we call ourselves Navy SEALs, because we're in the background. We're getting in and getting dirty, right?
Amazing.
And we're going in and we're going hard, all right? We're not taking days off. We do this Monday through Monday, okay? Some people say, what is it? You wake up and it's Monday. It's like, every day's Monday. Every day's Monday for us, okay?
Amazing.
So if anyone's interested in getting a little bit more insight to that, let me know. And I'll invite you to some of our team meetings so that you can take those skills and apply them to your business, apply them to your teams as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have this number, but Veronica told me a little bit earlier. How many listings did you guys get last month?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have I don't have the numbers with me. Oh my gosh.
Man, I can.
It's a lot.
Yeah, well, she told me something in the 20s, like 20-something properties. Now, think about that, guys. You're saying there's no inventory out there. And these guys are slaying 20 listings in the last 30 days, just from this one program. You ask Lissette, she'll tell you, I'm slinging listings left and right? So there's people out there that need help. There's people that want to sell. There's people that are taking about. I'm selling 2 properties this month. So I'm in real estate. So think about that. There's people that want to sell. And you can find them if you're that relentless, that focused, and that professional, and that dedicated. I want you guys to leave them with some parting words, very, very quick. Like, what is the one thing that you want them to leave here with, Lissette? And then we'll go to you, Cedric. Last thoughts.
Discipline. Be very disciplined. If you really want to succeed in real estate, you have to be disciplined. There's no, I don't feel good, I have visitors coming in. Be disciplined.
Amazing. Cedric?
She took it from me. I'll say this, I'll harp on that. Be disciplined, but be consistent. I know she said that earlier, and I know it sounds cliche, right? You hear that in almost every business, every aspect, but it is so true, okay? A lot of times if you haven't had a meltdown, you ain't in real estate. I'm sorry. If none of you in this room have had a meltdown yet, you haven't discovered real estate yet. That's okay. That's normal. The key is that you continue to go through the process. You continue to go through those key steps that are setting yourself up for success. You continue to be consistent. You continue to follow up. Just because sometimes people have a hard time dealing with rejection. If you're having a hard time dealing with rejection, this ain't the right business for you. I'll be honest. I get happy about rejection because at least I know that this isn't gonna work for us. We're not gonna be able, now I can move on to the next one. That's just how I am in my perspective and my perception. So I think a key thing that I wanna leave you guys with is really mindset. Really your mindset is the key that I find is really gonna benefit you going forward, is to always keep yourself in that right mindset. Whatever it is that you gotta do to be happy about life, to be appreciative about the blessings that you have in your life, get yourself in that mindset. So if you get on a call and someone's like, fuck you, you know, you're like, okay, thank you, bye. And you move on to the next one with a smiley face. And you have a great attitude about it, right? Does that make sense?
Boom.
Yeah. Excuse my French. I apologize.
Love it, love it, love it. Guys, this has been absolutely fire. Let's hear it for them. Come on. Was that open book or what? Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Lissette. Appreciate you. And thank you to Veronica for sending them in.